Hey everybody, welcome back to the program. Today I'll be reviewing the Orbit Basic by U-Turn Audio. This is their Generation 2 turntable. It's a complete redesign of their original model. They've upgraded here and there, changed some things out, but all in all, it looks very similar to their original model, but we're gonna dissect this, see how we like it, see how it stands up to that original model. But before I do all that, I just wanna make it clear that U-Turn did send me this free of charge, but my opinions throughout this video are my own. Let's begin. So this is what's considered their entry-level turntable. This starts at $249 and it's no frills, pretty much all manual, but it's also all analog. While they do have now a new speed control unit where it's now a dial, which I like, this one is manual, so you have to essentially just move this belt up or down to change the speed. Really not a big deal on this unit. This tone arm is new. This is made in-house, is made of magnesium. It has a built-in anti-skate. It has an adjustable counterweight in the back here with a locking thumb screw in the back. And it comes with an Audio-Technica AT91B cartridge and stylus. Definitely an entry-level cartridge. Doesn't sound bad. I do prefer the 95, but you know, we're splitting hairs here. I understand why they went this route. Now this has one upgrade over the standard basic, and that it has a built-in preamp right here. Other than that though, this is pretty much the Orbit Basic that you get. So as tested, this is $329 with free shipping in the United States. And if you were to not get the built-in preamp, you're looking at $249, again with free shipping in the United States. Okay, first up, I love this tone arm. I was so impressed. I forgot how much I did not like that original tone arm. This feels substantial, it feels good in the hand, and honestly, even without the optional Q lever, I felt very comfortable placing this tone arm onto the record and off again. Something about it just moves so smoothly. Like I never felt like I was just gonna accidentally like drop it. I really dig it. I like this. I did not think I was gonna like this as much as I did. I think the big thing here, the number one huge improvement over the original Basic is this groove on the platter. It just seats the belt perfectly, because changing the speed on the old one was such a pain in the butt. Like you kind of had to get this spinning and then get this to hook around, and then it would often just slip off. But this holds the belt in place. It's so much easier to change speeds. Like I don't even think you need that optional speed control with this new platter. I really like this. I also checked both of the speeds using a Turntable app in my phone, and I'm happy to report that the factory settings are very accurate. And then other than that, for whatever reason, I don't know what they did, but the way the hinge works for the dust cover, so much better. It looks like the same to me. I don't know what they did differently. Maybe it's a different plastic, but it works so much better than that old model I have. It's crazy. I really dig the hinges. You can also remove the dust cover, but if you were to move the hinges, you actually have to get a screwdriver in the back here to take those off. So if you wanted that super clean look, you're gonna have to do a little manual labor. Not a big deal. I mean, if you're getting this, it's already manual, you know what I mean? So I really don't have any negatives with this. The only thing I have is sort of a minor nitpick, and that's the power supply is this giant brick. And it's really not a big deal, at least the way the plug is oriented. It doesn't take up that much room on a power strip, because you can put it at the very last, the bottom one, you know what I mean? You can put it right there, kind of a thing. But you know, they're just a little unwieldy, especially when you're trying to get it behind something, and it is a little thick. So if you were to plug this into a wall outlet and then you have a piece of furniture that this sits on, you may have to play a little bit with this. That's the only thing. I mean, I would recommend getting a power strip anyway, but yeah, really not a deal breaker at all. Just, you know, something to be aware of. What can I say? I love this turntable. I highly recommend it, especially if you're in the market for an entry level on up to maybe like a mid-tier turntable. They do offer the Orbit Theory, which is a huge jump in terms of upgrades. I have not tested that one, but just based on this, I have a feeling that's going to be an excellent turntable as well. So there's a bunch of different levels depending on your price range. You'll find something that will fit your budget quite well. And you know, aesthetically, it's a great turntable. It's everything you need, nothing you don't. all analog signal path. Yeah, they knocked it out of the park. Absolutely. I'm so thrilled with this turntable. I can't recommend this one enough. I mean, if you're in the market for an entry-level turntable and you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you want good looks and something that's just going to work out of the box with very little setup, this is where you want to go. So if you're looking to pick up an Orbit Basic, I do recommend a couple of upgrades. The first being the built-in preamp, especially if you don't already have a preamp, or if your receiver doesn't have a phono in, you're gonna need a preamp. You might as well get one that's built in, because it's like less clutter, less to think about, less cables going everywhere. And then the other things are just like down the road upgrades. Like you can upgrade the feet to isolation feet, and you can also upgrade the cartridge. So those are two. Oh, and the platter. I would recommend upgrading the platter. So you can start off with the basic and then like slowly make your way up to more of a custom, or what they call the Orbit Custom. You know, I think that's a great path to go. So with all that said, I can't recommend this product enough. This is something I'm gonna be definitely recommending to people, especially here in the United States, because it does have free shipping. It's a great turntable. It's a great value for the money, and it comes in a variety of colors, so you'll find one that will go with your decor. I just think this is a great beginner turntable. It's everything you need, nothing you don't. And yeah, I'm just really stoked about this new Orbit turntable. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you, U-Turn Audio, for sending me your brand new Generation 2 Orbit. This is fantastic. I also want to thank my members over on Patreon. They really help to keep this show going. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I'm your Vinyl Geek, and I'll catch you on the flip side.